morning to all. I welcome all of you in this lecture session. This is the lecture number 2 of the Turing machine. In the previous lecture of the Turing machine, we had learned the following points. What is the Turing machine? What are the purpose of a Turing machine? Mathematical model used for the Turing machine. Mathematical definitions for a Turing machine, instantaneous description defined within a Turing machine, move relation defined in the Turing machine, language accepted by a Turing machine, and the representation used for the Turing machine. All these concepts was covered in the previous lecture. In this lecture, we shall learn the working of Turing machine, how a Turing machine work. That is, when you have to given some input string, then how can a Turing machine accept or reject those strings. In addition to this, we shall also learn some numerical problems related with the Turing machine. Okay, so all these things we are going to learn in this lecture. Consider the following Turing machine. In this Turing machine, we shall test the some string which will be either accepted or which will be rejected. Right? To test the some input string, we consider here the Turing machine this. So here we will apply the processing or the working corresponding to this Turing machine. This Turing model was described in the previous lecture, right? So everything will be clear to all of you. Okay, so here we will discuss the processing or the working of a Turing machine. Here, so consider the previous Turing machine. In this Turing machine, you have to check the acceptability of the following strings. Acceptability of the following string. You have to check this. That is, the machine we discussed previously is accept this string or not. Accept this string or not, and accept this string or not. Is, in other words, we can say that is these strings are accepted by the Turing machine. You have to test, you have to check. And also we shown here the working of a Turing machine. That is how an string can be accepted by a Turing machine. That is, when you will pass some input string to the Turing machine, then how it can process to those input string. Right? So now we will see this step by step. So consider the first string 0011, right? So consider this string. First you have to test this string. So initially you have to start from the initial ID. So this is the structure of the initial ID here. You know, in the previous lecture was described the ID, initial ID. That is the structure of the ID. The structure of initial ID was the initial state and the string which you have to process. So at the left will be the initial state, at the right will be the input string which you want to process. So here Q0 initial state and 0011 is a input string. Now you have to find which transition rule will be applied here. So how can you identify? Look here, the state. Find the state. Here state is Q0, right? And input symbol is 0. State is Q0 and input symbol is 0, right? So now you have to check which transition rule will be applied. So here you have to check Q0 0. So look here, Q0 0, Q0 0. So at the state Q0, when tape symbol 0 appears in the tape, then machine move from Q0 to Q1 state, right? The first action, the state change from Q0 to Q1. Second action, 0 is replaced by the tape symbol X. Here 0 is replaced by the tape symbol X. This is the second action. Third action is machine move in the right direction. That is the head of the machine move to the right direction. Okay. So all these three actions will be performed. The first action is machine change its state from Q0 to Q1. The second action, 0 is replaced by X, and third action, machine move to the right direction. Now you apply these three actions in the initial ID. So here apply this actions. Here Q0 change to Q1. So here Q0 change to Q1, and this 0 is replaced by X here. This 0 is replaced by X, and third action, the head of the machine move to the right direction. At that time machine is, the head of the machine Q0 is left off first 0, right? When machine move to the right direction, then the state will lie between 0 and 0. Since first 0 is replaced by X, therefore the state Q1 lie between X and 0. This is the third action. Machine move to the right. Okay. Now you have to again check which transition rule will be applied here. So here check the state is Q1 and the tape symbol is 0. State Q1, tape symbol 0. You have to look the transitions function in the transition diagram. So at the state Q1, the input symbol is, tape symbol is 0. So here at the state Q1, when 0 appears, right, then the state of machine not change, and 0 is replaced by 0, that is 0 is also not change, but the head of the machine move to the right direction, right? So this action will be applied here. So that is only one action will be applied here, that is the head of the machine move to the right direction. That is no state change, no input tape symbol will be replaced by any other tape symbol. Okay. Now apply this action. Here Q1 becomes Q1, right? So that is state was not changed, and 0 is also not changed. So 0 is here, right? And but the head is changed to the right direction. So at that time at here the Q1 is left of 0. Now the Q1 goes to the right of 0. So here Q1 goes to the right of 0. Okay. So here we apply this transitions rule. Now which transition rule you have to apply? Here at the state Q1 you have to check the tape symbol 1. At state Q1 tape symbol 1. Now you have to check in the transition diagram. Look the transition diagram. So in the transition diagram at state Q1 input symbol 1 here, right? When this transition rule will be applied, then the state of machine change from Q1 to Q2, right? And 1 is replaced by Y, right? And third action, the head of the machine move to the left direction. So all these three actions will be applied here. First, the state change from Q1 to Q2. Second, 1 is replaced by Y. And third action, the head of the machine move to the left direction, right? Now you have to apply all these three actions in the ID. Now here, the state change from Q1 to Q2. Okay. Again, 1 is replaced by Y. Here, 1 is replaced by Y. Third action was machine move to the left direction. Here Q1 is to the right of 0. Now Q1 move to the left direction. Now it becomes the left of 0. So here Q2 becomes the left of 0. Now Q2 will be at the left of 0. Okay. All these three actions applied here. Now you have to check another which transition rule will be applied here. Q2 0, right? So Q2 0. So at the Q2 0, look here, this rule. At the Q2 0, machine only move to the left direction, right? So at the Q2 state, when the 0 tape symbol appears, machine only move the left direction. That is no state change, no tape symbol change, right? Only machine move to the left direction, right? Now you apply this transition rule in the ID. So here look, Q2 0, that is machine move to the left direction. So that is at this place Q2 is to the right of X. Now Q2 goes to the left of X. Here Q2 is right of X. Therefore Q2 move to the left of X. Okay. So here Q2 move to the left of X. Right. So this action applied. That is no state change, no in tape symbol change. Only move in the left direction. Now you have to check which transition rule will be applied. So that is you have to check Q2X. Q2X. So at the Q2, when tape symbol X appears, Q2 move to the initial state. And X is not change here. X not change here. And also machine move to the right direction. Right? So there are two action applied. First, the state change from Q2 to Q0. The second action, machine move to the right direction. Right? So now you apply these two action in the current ID. So after applying the action, we get the following situation. Next ID becomes this. So that is state change from Q2 to Q0. Here state becomes Q0. And also machine move to the right direction. At that time, the head of the machine is to the left of X. Now the head of the machine move to the right of X. So here Q0 is to the right of X. Q0 move to the right of X. Okay. Now you have to check which transition rule will be applied. So here Q00, right? So here look Q00 at this place. Okay, same. Now you apply this rule Q00. The state change Q1, 0 is replaced by X and machine move to the right direction. Right? So you have to apply these three actions. First, the state change from Q0 to Q1. Second, 0 is replaced by X. And the third is the head of the machine move to the right direction. Apply here. We get this ID. So state change from Q0 to Q1, 0 is replaced by X and machine move to the right. Now at here the Q1Y. So when machine get the Y at the state Q1, machine move only to the right. Q1Y machine move to the right here. When Q11, look here Q11, machine change its state from Q1 to Q2 and 1 is replaced by Y and machine move to the left direction. Apply here. We get the state Q2, 1 is replaced by Y. Right? So at the Q2Y, machine also move to the left direction. We get here Q2X. So look here Q2X, machine move to the Q0 state and direction is the right. So apply here. We get this. At the state Q2, when X tape symbol appears, machine move to the right direction. Okay. Now at the state Q0, Y tape symbol appears. Now you have to check what will be happened at this case. So look in the transition diagram which transition rule will be applied here. At Q0 when tape symbol Y appears. So look here at the state Q0 when tape symbol Y appears, machine goes from Q0 to Q3 state. So you have to apply. The state is change and Y is not replaced, right? And direction is right. So two action will be applied here. The first is the state change from Q0 to Q3 and the second action will be machine move to the right direction. Now we apply in the current ID this transitions rule. When we apply this transition rule in this ID, we get the next ID is this. Now the state change from Q0 to Q3 and machine move to the right direction. Here Q0 was left of Y. Now Q0 goes to the right of Y. Now you have to check what action will be applied when tape symbol Y appears at the state Q3. Look the transition diagram of Turing machine. So at the state Q3, here the tape symbol Y appears. When the tape symbol Y appears, state not change. Right? Here this is the loop. This is the loop. It means no state change here. And Y is also not change. Machine only move to the right direction. In this situation, machine only move to the right direction. So now apply this transition rule in the current ID. So current ID at that time is here. So Q3YY machine move only in the right direction. Machine move to this ID. Machine move from this ID to this ID. Now the current ID is this. Here situation state is Q3 and the tape symbol is blank symbol. Here B is a blank symbol, right? Blank symbol is denoted by capital B letter. So here now you have to check which transition rule will be applied here. So Q3 blank. So look here at the state Q3, tape symbol B appears. As soon as tape symbol B appears at the state Q3, machine goes to the final state. Machine goes from Q3 to Q4, of which is a final state, right? And B is not change and machine move in the right direction, right? So in this case, two actions are applied here. The first action, machine change its state from Q3 to Q4. The second action is the head of the machine move to the right direction. Okay, so now apply these two rules here. Now when you apply this transition rule, we get the following ID. State change from Q3 to Q4 and the head of the machine move to the right direction. When Q3 move to the right direction, then Q3 becomes the right of B. Here Q4 becomes the right of B. Clearly Q4 is a final state, therefore machine halt at the final state. Clearly machine halt at the final state, therefore this string is accepted by this Turing machine. Since machine halt at the final state, therefore this string is accepted by Turing machine. Okay, according to this procedure, you can test any input string. Either it will be accepted or it will be not accepted. If the machine halt at the non-final state, then that string not be accepted, right? And in the second case, if machine does not halt at any state, then this string will also not be accepted. So clearly machine only accept any string when it will be halt at the final state. Okay. Now similarly you have to check the following two string self, right? So first string is 0, 1, 1 and the second string is this. These two strings will be accepted or not accepted. You have to check these string self, right? So where you have to start from the initial ID, you have to check where the machine will be halt using these string, right? So you have to check the processing or testing of these strings. Okay. Now we come on the numerical examples. Now we shall learn how to construct a Turing machine corresponding to a given language. So in this section we shall learn the procedure how to construct a Turing machine corresponding to a given language, right? So we describe the two type of examples here. First we discuss the numerical problem when the given language is regular, and the second category will be when the given language are not regular. Now we come on the first category when the given language are regular. If the given language are regular, then in this case to construct a Turing machine will be easy. That is, the procedure to construct a Turing machine will be very easy when the given language is regular. If the language is not regular, that is in the second category, then to make a Turing machine corresponding to language will be difficult, right? So first we will discuss the first category that is when the given language are regular. Here we consider the following 4 languages. Clearly look, all these sets are these languages, all these languages are the regular. Clearly look this. The first language is this, L equal to 0 power m 1 power n such that m comma n greater equal 1. This language is regular because there is no relation between the counting of 0 and 1. If 0 and 1 are equal, then this set will not be regular language. If 0 and 1 are not equal, then this language is also not regular. Since there is no relation between 0 and 1, therefore this language is regular language. Similarly, the second language is also regular. Third language, the set of all strings of 0 and 1 ending with 101, this is also regular, right? That is, there is no relation between 0 and 1 mentioned here. It means this language is regular language. Similarly, the fourth language is also regular. Here is also there is no relation between the counting, the number of A and B. If there was some relationship between the number of A and B, then that language cannot be a regular language, right? Clearly mentioned. So here you have to given all these languages, you have to construct a Turing machine corresponding to these languages. So now we will learn how to construct a Turing machine corresponding to these languages. Okay? Yeah, we will construct a Turing machine corresponding to these languages one by one. So first we consider the first language, right? The first language is this. So now you have to construct a Turing machine corresponding to this language. When you have to construct a Turing machine corresponding to a language which is a regular language, in this case the strategy is the following, or the procedure is the following. In this case, first you have to make deterministic finite automata for this language. After making a deterministic finite automata, you have to add the following things. So first you have to make a DFA, or the deterministic finite automata for this language. So the deterministic finite automata for this language will be this, right? We are not going to discuss the method for constructing deterministic finite automata here. I think all of you know how can you make a deterministic finite automata corresponding to this language, right? So we are not going to the procedure for constructing a deterministic finite automata. Here we are only study the method by which you have to construct a Turing machine. Okay? Now clearly this is the deterministic finite automata corresponding to this language. So the deterministic finite automata is this: when at the state Q0 the input symbol 0 appears, machine change its state, right? Machine change its state. When at the state Q1 the input symbol 0 appears, machine does not change its state. That is, this is a self loop. When at state 1 machine goes from Q1 to Q2, right? At the Q1 when input symbol 1 appear, machine move in the self loop, right? So this loop will be continue till the input symbol 1 appears in the input. Clearly Q2 is a final state, therefore this accept all those strings which are belonging to this set, right? The first string which is belonging to this string is the 01. Clearly 01 is accepted by this. Similarly here the string of 0 may be anything, here the string of 1 may be anything. So all the string which are accepted by this DFA is belonging to this. Okay, so this is the DFA corresponding to this language. Now we construct a Turing machine corresponding to this language. So when you have to construct a Turing machine corresponding to a particular language this, so here first you have to make a DFA. Now you have to convert all the edges into triple form. Now you have to convert all the edges into a triple form. Okay, so here you have to convert this edge into a triple form. When you have to convert edges into a triple form, then these are constructed in the following manner. So that is, here the second pair you have to put the same as here. So here is 0, here you have to also put the 0, right? 1. Now here, so 0 is 0, that is the second parameter will be the 0, right? So here 0 becomes 0, and here the direction will be R. Direction will be R. So that is 0 will be 0 here. The symbol which appear here you have to also put here, and here you have to put R. That is, the direction will be always R, right? So clearly in all these the direction is R, right? So in every example, in every transitions, you have to put the direction R. That is, here no left direction will be applied. Okay, so here the input symbol was 0, therefore here second input symbol was also 0. Here the input symbol was 1, here is also 1, right? Here is 1, here you have to also 1. That is, the first and second will be always same. Okay, the third will be always R. That is, you have to not change R to L. That is, there is no place where all will be applied. Clear? So you have to apply this procedure for constructing a Turing machine corresponding to a given language. If the language is regular language, right? Again remind to this, first you have to construct a DFA, next you have to make each edge in the triple form like this, right? So you have to make each edge in the triple form. Okay, so in this case, if you can construct a DFA corresponding to a given language, then it will be a very easy to construct a Turing machine for those languages. But if you cannot construct a DFA corresponding to given language, then you cannot also construct a Turing machine for that. Okay, right? So this is the procedure for constructing a Turing machine corresponding to a given language, which is regular language. Now we come on the next example. So this is the second example. Here L is the set of all strings of 0 and 1 which contain 0, 0, 1 as a substring, right? In this language, the set of string will be of 0 and 1 which contains 0, 0, 1 as a substring, right? So now we discuss the procedure to construct a DFA for this language. First you have to construct a DFA corresponding to this string 0, 0, 1, right? So here we construct a DFA corresponding to 0, 0, 1. Since in this string the length of the string is 3, therefore the minimum number of states which will be used here will be 4, right? So you have to use a 4 state corresponding to this. So Q0, Q1, Q2 and Q3. Make Q0 as a initial state, make Q3 as a final state. So this is the Q3, here Q2 mentioned, but this is the Q3, note, right? So this is the Q3. Now we come to the other strings. So after 0, 0, 1, there will be all the string of 0, 1. Here we apply the 0 and here we apply the loop of 0 and 1. Here the input symbol 0, here the input symbol is 1, right? Input symbol 0, input symbol 1, here applied, the self low. It means this contains the set of all the string of 0 and 1. Now before 0, 0, 1, there will be also all the string of 0 and 1. Therefore you have to also apply the loop before 0, 0, 1. So here we apply the loop of 1, right? So here is apply the loop of 1. Okay, here we cannot apply the loop of 0, because if we apply the loop of 0 at this place, then this machine cannot be a DFA, because this is a 0 transition here, right? So that is at any state cannot be more than one transition at one input symbol in the case of DFA. But if you have to make a NFA, then here you apply the 0 0 loop also. Here you can apply if the machine was NFA, but here you are making a machine DFA, therefore this is not applied here. Now you have to make this extra edge, here you have also make a extra edge, right? Now you have to make a Turing machine corresponding to this, so you have to add some simple things. You have to make each edge in a triple form, right? In the triple form you have to add the second parameter which will be equal to the first parameter, and the third parameter will be always the right direction, right? So here one is one here, therefore one is here, right? The second parameter is always equal to first parameter, and the direction will be always R. So here direction is R, here 0, again here 0, the direction is R again, 0 0 R, 0 here, therefore 0 here, and the direction will be R, and so on, right? So this is the Turing machine corresponding to this language, right? Clearly? So I think all of you have the clear how can you make a Turing machine corresponding to a language which is regular, right? So for all of you, here we are giving two examples. The first example is this, and the second example is this. All of you have to construct a Turing machine corresponding to these languages, right? So we are giving to you as a home assignment, okay? So you have to do these examples at home, right? Now we are going to end the lecture, right? Okay, bye, thank you.